undefeated. And that's got to change here and now.
Yeah, it does, Harry. Someone's got to be taking their first loss here in ESL Pro League season base. niko has no fear with that and will get aggressive towards T-Con nice and early on. Frozen getting tagged, niko gets out, but Coldzera is the first to fall down on Ivy. These Glocks winning the range fight, but Rain will not let them close the distance.
Oh, and actually, Rain, yeah, he's toying with the idea here of sticking around a little bit. Time for Mouse to try and set up over towards Ivy. They get that smoke down. Rain is blocked off by it, but you can see Olof already moved into position. They're running this double setup. They try and double peek down into Ivy, and Rain not able to get out through that smoke to help olofmeister, so he's gone. niko over at E-Box. Oh, it's getting very claustrophobic for niko. He's trapped between a rock and a hard place, and actually he's made it a bit of a softer situation for himself now, taking the header Frozen off. Throwing into the 3v3. This Ivy wrap's come through in the meantime, and Brokey, he's wisened up to that fact. He's spotted this flank coming in.
Yeah, ropz has gone back up ladder as well, so his job is to try and cut off niko. This fight that was so elongated down towards the A site has now been kept on. Who will get the drop? It's only one bullet away from death. Both these players on 10 points of health. ropz is holding with the P250. The timing, and niko was so prepared with the USP. He's going to find his second kill of the round. This should spur the retake on. chrisj, he's hunting up on the A site right now. He's a long way away. Now that bomb is open, but he's going to have to wrap all the way through CT, and he's still sneaking. FaZe are on the site. That bomb is ticked. They need to get on the defuse soon, and they found the kill to open up the site. karrigan's gone down. chrisj running shoes back on. He's going to come wide. There's a player in upper though, and Rain's already sticking the defuse. Brokey with the defense, and that will be FaZe getting the pistol round. Nice try from chrisj on that wrap, but yeah, it took so long.
I love watching Rain in pistol rounds. Yeah. He's just always so clinical. It's almost disgusting, isn't it?
Every shadow, Woxic knows. Seeing that Brokey's gone on top of the grey train, that's some information here for Mousesports. Will they just play off the back of it? Will they just go for a full execute? Olof certainly can't stop them if they do. Flashed off back towards CT. Brokey trying to hold on to the line, but won't be able to. Olof with one, but Woxic immediately trading that one back out for the advantage for Mousesports. This bomb going down, and FaZe having to retake in a 3-on-4.
They're happy about that, though. That Molotov getting extinguished by the smoke. But they're not happy about that. It's into the arms of Woxic they go. And that's stripped another man from the counter for FaZe. Cold and niko left on the other side. And I can't imagine they really want to give this one much more of a look in.
That connector smoke is not your standard connector smoke that usually just blocks off the entrance safely and get behind the trains. In that case, Woxic was holding this little gap in the bottom left of it. It seemed like that was thrown purposely so Woxic could stop these CTs from getting through the connector. Mousesports are very good with little things like that. There's a smoke that he execute again, just a fast play. Brokey, this time he's got to hold on to it. He's got a rifle at least. Last time was not so well armed, but the flashbangs are fantastic from Mousesports, and they'll get that entry kill. Olof holding the line with the AWP, not letting ropz cross. And niko's actually found a kill from Con as well. Let's try and see this Con smoke and see if Mousesports are trying to use that again. This time, however, Woxic is in heaven. And he's going to get met with a couple of players. chrisj again on this long wrap round in the bomb. It isn't planted open. This is going to make things difficult for chrisj if it comes down to him having to clutch once again. Frozen just trying to stall on the site for as long as possible. And he's already gone from upper. Coldzera traded. There's that flank from chrisj. Won't be able to hold onto the bomb, but will be able to catch these CTs in the site. Woxic with another shot. And Olof just scoped up, ready and waiting. He can tap the bomb, but he doesn't have a kit. And there's just no time. chrisj's coming in from above. And Olof, he's got to run for the hills. He's got to save his gun. Mousesports with the second round.
What's that coming up? chrisj's flank to activate, because it does become a bit of a double-edged sword, right? They lose Frozen there with that kill from Coldzera, and the moment chrisj activates the flank, Woxic, well, not Woxic, right? FaZe, they now know that Woxic is alone in the site. Bomb isn't. They've got the information here. Oh, how do they try and play with it? ropz getting that first kill. That's applied a lot more pressure because now the B-bomb site's fallen. And these four players on A, they've got to get a move on. They have to try and thin these numbers out a bit. niko and Olof, they've done a good job of that at least right now. Bomb meandering in towards B, but they leave ropz back here in CT spawn, trying to cut off these rotations. And he will cut the head of the Serpent off. Olof gone. niko taking up his position, but not able to get that trade. 3v3 retake now inside of this bomb site.
Yeah, and Frozen's waiting for this flank. Rain's going to walk right into it, and Frozen with a better gun is going to win that fight. 2-on-2 here. Flash is deep, but karrigan is so committed he can't move. He just has to wait, and it's a double peek. Unfortunate timing for karrigan as Frozen, again, left in the clutch here. 1-on-2, lots of damage. The Molotov pushes him up the ladder, and he can't go anywhere. He can't hide, he can't run. Already on the bomb, our FaZe, and just a few seconds left. Coldzera is going to get that stick. 10 seconds. Oh, it's going to be close, Harry. I think he's got it. Oh, FaZe in another round, and that is so unfortunate. Those post plants for Mousesports were nuts, and Frozen can't even stop the defuse. So that's yeah, that kind of went all up in the air for Mousesports once Rops got lost on the flank.
On the FaZe side, the man who kills Rops in CT was Cold, so you didn't know the whereabouts of niko in that one. karrigan, he's very, very deep here at the B site. He will get picked up rather by Brokey. Bomb planted once again. Woxic is very far away. He's in rotation with this AWP. He's going to get there in time as FaZe are giving Mousesports a little while to get into these post plants. Smokes are still down. All the rotations are now in for FaZe. Mouser, they've bought a lot of time, and now we need to see FaZe picking up the pace. That's what Rain's here for on this SMG, trying to get close. Ooh, he's up above Frozen, but there's niko. But now Frozen going to get dropped over at the ramp, and that's the round for FaZe once more. They get the retake. Once again, it's down to the wire. Having much pressure put on by Mousesports, at least in these last two. Yeah, there's nothing worse than, like you've already written the round off yourself, and then you still lose you still take casualties on top of that. Olof, great flick onto chrisj. I was really questioning how Olof would stack up against Woxic, but he's not having any trouble right now. Olof really Mousesports. They're desperate to try and find an avenue into this site, and they think that karrigan might be able to deliver it. However, he is bested down in Ivy, so 3v5 now for Mouse. Once again, they're heavily with their backs against the wall. 2 players down, and not much to show for it. It goes from bad to worse, and this is just falling apart for Mouse in this round.
I mean, this is a savage setup with niko and Rain right now, with their backs covering each other. Olof even watching the cross down Olof, funnily enough. niko going to strafe out, and he gets himself another kill. It's just Woxic sneaking through upper. He loves killing these players after time, and hey, maybe before the time ends, but he'll take it anyway. No saved AWP for Woxic. Another round for...
It feels like the enemy team are just always one step ahead of your ideas, man. It can be very, very hard to get out of this situation. karrigan hoping he can turn things around, and that's a nice start in this one. Rain shut down. karrigan remembering the taste of mortal flesh as he stripped one from the tally of FaZe. niko wrapping around. He'll get followed up onto, and karrigan doubling up in this round. This might be what Mousesports needed. karrigan's had enough. He's not ready to throw in the towel just
from Mousesports to elevate the pace, right? They go into a round where their money's already crumbling. Oh, cold in the backline here. Oh, I say that. Okay. Not much you can do about that, rather, but Rob should be able to save that AWP for Mousesports to pull things together and get 6 at the end of the half. Good T-side, but still got a couple more to find first, and FaZe aren't going to run out of money until we get to that pistol round.
Hey, I mean, they think they might have found a winning formula. I like the courage to just go for it again. And look at karrigan. He's throwing any idea or strategy out the window. He's just barreling in. He's an entry fragger now, and he's inside the bomb site. Rain's been brought down low. niko still hidden in this smoke at E-box. And there he is, dethroning karrigan. He's back in the smoke. He's the smoke monster, the mist man, the mystery man. But niko finally mopped up by Rops. Still in with a chance. It's a terrifying twosome on the other side. Mousesports relying on Woxic and Rops to try and make something of this. And Woxic, right-eyed peek, able to pluck away Coldzera. And now 2v2. Bomb yet to go down, but they've at least got control of the site. And now the man advantage as well.
It's got to be a clutch from the lone Swede here. He's out AWP. Woxic already on the site. Doesn't know where Rops is, though. Hidden all around long. And looking for his third. Good from Rops, great delay play, and frankly, it's looking like the time is going to elude Olof. He's found the kill, but I don't think he's going to be able to get that defuse. 5th round taken for Mousesports, and right, they know that Mousesports are going to go, once they see those smokes, they're going to come for another fast play, and there's not a lot you can do about that once your Molotovs have already faded, but FaZe do a really good job of delaying that first kill from Mousesports, just hiding in the smoke, waiting for the right time to strike, waiting for Mousesports to get let their guard down, and they had the advantage.
Olof, one of the guys who really can throw a spanner in the works, or put back B to try and at least delay this play. The bomb getting into the site will get across. karrigan's taken this close position again. Oh, but Olof, he knows. karrigan, things are heating up for him now. Able to dodge danger another day. You can see as well, niko still at Ivy. He's clearing it. He's so worried about this wrap coming in from Mouse that they were trying to do with all of these B splits, that his push back into this site is very delayed. That could be to their advantage, though. It allows him to blindside karrigan. And now we're into this 4v4. Bomb has been ticking for a long while now. FaZe, they don't have time to play with. They've got to pick up the pace. The kills are going their way. But chrisj, able to stay alive a little too long inside of this bomb site, perhaps, has now left Coldzera alone. And Mousesports, they will get that 6th round at the very end. They've recovered this half diligently as everyone starts... And Olof, they'll get thrown in now.
Trying to sell a fake. It's actually a B play, 3 players coming down ramp, and Mousesports haven't adjusted, they haven't rotated, they're fully convinced, and it almost works out wonderfully. karrigan throws a nade, but they're already out of the ramp in time. Rops is at the back of CT, he can't stop them either. chrisj coming through the connector with 1, and Rops lining up shots with the USP. FaZe Clan need to chill on these range battles, but they're just giving away picks here to Mousesports. chrisj with another shot. Olof does keep it somewhat in the hands of FaZe. That bomb working in their favor as well, but Coldzera gets caught by the double peek, and Olof has to stop this full defuse. chrisj is sticking it. Oh, the damage! Olof's found the kill. Only 1 more left. Frozen finds the kill on the site. He's just going to go for the full defuse. No flash needed. Olof's shot's connecting, but not the headshot. And Mousesports get the defuse in the smoke.
He'll lock that in, in spite of Olof's best efforts. Pissed around going the way of Mouse, and now this map gets very exciting, right? They're on the CT side of their map pick. They're 7-9 on the scoreboard from what looked like it could have been a 12-3 half at one point in time when... But they'll hear that molly tagging him down. He's got to sprint out from it. They know he's here. 20 seconds left on the clock. So FaZe now beginning this execute into the A site, and it's looking very, very good for them. Man advantage. Oh, it's been extended even further. And karrigan even getting dropped over at old bomb. Woxic. A lot to do. The scout is a one-shot to every one of these players. It is like an AWP now in Woxic's hands, and he'll feel happy with that.
And they get away with all those Kriegs as well, so huge.
You have a bit less money, so it all adds up, and it's all important. This round is a pretty key one for Mousesports to at least find damage in.
Dear.
They need this force buy to yield results, and it is right now. Brokey is trying to mitigate this damage as much as he can, but no one's stopping karrigan here inside of the bomb site. His 2nd D landed, and that's now forced this play to a halt. Coldzera is on 1 point of health. Olof's on 100. Very opposite sides of the coin. And even as they get Cold down this B ramp, he's here alone. karrigan's seen him. Oh, okay. Cold, 1 point of health, 1 HP. This man to prove me wrong. Frozen, hiding in this corner in Ivy. This should solidify the round. Yeah, there's no way Cold's ready for that.
Said Harry, the first buy round that they would have come through at 12-7. Positions from Mousesports. chrisj is so pushed. He's going to get flashed into main. Rops has got a kill already. chrisj doesn't need to be flashed. They're pushing towards him instead. And Olof hoping for a wallbang. niko's gone through the pop smoke. Another 1-for-1 with already the advantage from Mousesports. They are going to take that.
Yeah, that flash goes down ramp. Rops spots them. That's the bomb scene. They're not able to get it into the site, and for Olof, glass cannon up. Yeah, 10-10. That's where all these emotions that this man on your screen is feeling. The thing that we were much steam, but it is already hurtling down the tracks of Train. Oh,
I like that.
Yeah, that keeps Cold here. Oh, what? Frozen, you cheeky devil, up through the pop dog with that Molotov. Yeah. They know they've got Cold trapped. And Cold is never going to anticipate that push. Frozen, he's upgraded onto an AK and found the advantage here for Mouse. On top of that, he's just cleared out the voxel. So now there's all these rotations into the A site. 4 players here. Woxic.
Flashbang is good. karrigan's going to fire off blind, and they line up, but Brokey gets the kill. Olof actually hits him with the AWP there as well, so... or at least coming in. Is this a CT wrap? That's a big call to make for FaZe with such a limited time, but they might double back in through Old Bomb. Rain trades for 1. Rops has gone up and above. This is a fantastic angle. They're not going to be ready for this. There's 2 on the site. niko still stays alive and gets that kill. How on earth is he standing tall? The bomb now not down, but still time for niko to roam and look for a kill. However, this time is only giving more for Mousesports to rotate back in. chrisj coming, and niko hears it. Gets away with another frag. 10 seconds. Bomb needs to go down. If Woxic gets out of the connector, he can stop the plant, but it's being covered by the AWP. Olof turns, Woxic gets a chance, and 1 bullet is all he needs. niko on 5 points of health. Woxic waiting for the repeat, but niko wants to play slow. He wants to play it passive. Bomb on his side. Woxic closing the gap, and niko's already on the angle. He's got the headshot. What a clutch from niko. What a round. That read on the flank from chrisj coming in through main as well was incredible. I was so confused as to why FaZe...
Only 20 seconds left on the clock. Just to clear over at main, over at back bomb. Here's those footsteps of chrisj, and it's that kill there that does just turn this entire round on its head.
But talking about fast, FaZe already in the yard. Rain is pushed up on bomb train within 20 seconds of the round beginning, but he's not going to get any further. karrigan's on the secondary AWP, and both him and Woxic getting kills as FaZe try and take over this yard. It is looking dire for FaZe Clan in this round, and Cold, he's got to do it all again on his own. Another attempt here, 2 kills out of nowhere, but he's dinked.
Wants to be nearby to at least trade to try and play off of his teammate.
Oh, no.
Timing there almost gets the better.
Ooh.
There's the cabbage.
What is that?
No, yeah, it is one of those little shower sponges, 100%. Fluffy toy.
What do you shower with? Actually, don't answer that question.
I don't shower. That's the technique. My personal musk is, I think it smells great.
Mousesports, good, passive play. They're just not giving away anything. Through the smoke, Rain goes, and with no flashbang, karrigan is more than ready to win that fight. Cold does get out through Pop Dog, but how much further can he really go? The smokes are cutting off Mousesports, but it's, if anything, working in their advantage. 5 on 3, and nowhere for FaZe to go. Another trade onto niko. Cold, great spray. He's going to drop that rotate through connector, and now it is a 2 on 2. Now it is doable for FaZe. Rops just has to stop this bomb from crossing out through the T-con, and Woxic has Olof covered. There's nowhere for Olof to go, but he is going to hold for the peak. Rops giving him that kill, and now just Woxic stuck in the middle of the sandwich, creeping below.
He hears the footsteps, Woxic. Oh, Woxic! He'll get them both. The round is locked in. Mousesports are 14th. Woxic plays that perfectly. He lets Olof. And Mousesports now 14-11. It looked like FaZe had done enough to snatch that one away. But not from this man. Not.
That's it. Oh, I like this setup as well. They realize FaZe have not gone B in a rifle round yet, so Mouse have a very heavy B setup at the start of the round. Does Woxic know? It doesn't seem like it. Coldzera's gotten out. That arm is not poking, but niko is, and he's going to get taken down. Woxic flashing back, but not getting aggressive. It's chrisj here instead, but Coldzera, the master of spray transfers, another 2K up in this. FaZe Clan can just slow it down, burn the time, make Mousesports rotate. Olof catches karrigan moving in through Ivy, and yeah, this is just pandemonium. And he's kept both players at B.
Yeah, I mean, he's done so. Olof and niko to talk about. niko, by the way, someone who said on Twitter just earlier that he wasn't really feeling it the other day.
Well, not enough. They're still not in the lead of the game, Harry, and Mousesports holding on to this by, skin of their teeth, 14-12.
And with him, chrisj, both the rifles at B. Ooh. And a bit of early damage done onto Cold. If you're FaZe, though, you're looking at this. You've seen both of those saved guns over at B as that kill comes in, and you just immediately go on the back of it. You know that these are going to be pistol players, or you're expecting it at the very least inside of the A site. But that does not mean it is a free bomb site by any stretch of the imagination. Frozen, doubling up, and now the 2 on 2 to these 2 Titans.
Oh, niko's not moving, but chrisj checks the corner. That's the bomb dropped in no man's land. Rain's got to clutch it out all alone. 1v2. chrisj has given up that bomb. No interest in it. All the time in the world for Rain to get it and rotate wherever he pleases. But they're actually coming back in from Ivy. Does he grab the package in time? He's waiting for Chrisj to peek. He won't go for it. Well, in the end, and chrisj just hits a shot. He is so quick right now. And Mousesports are up to 15 on their map pick. Molotovs towards Stopper, trying to give FaZe a room to maneuver outside this bomb site, and they spot chrisj re-peeking. He goes into 2 players, and they will find that opening kill. Lots of damage being exchanged by these AWPs, but no trade here just yet from Mousesports. This AWP could find something. Woxic, oh, he just misses, and Rain gets a shot. Woxic, he would have bet he'd hit that flick every day of the week, but Rain is just thrown 2 inside of the site, and this should be the bomb plant. It should be overtime. Frozen and karrigan trying to close out the game here and now, but it might not be their choice.
Yeah, had these 2 AWPs in play. Mouse start to find their footing on this CT side. And already we're seeing one of them raw to life. Woxic's even able to get out of there. He hears olof's missed that shot. And so he is out like a bullet.
Smoke hitting Frozen in the face.
Frozen's just hotboxed the pop dog. There's just smoke everywhere now.
Mousesports already have 2 players on B. They can't afford to do so, but 30 seconds, that's something they can't afford. A pick going the way of Rain, and FaZe Clan with an opening kill. Now a B execute fake coming through. That will keep karrigan in this position. Frozen dropping the first man out of main. Now Mousesports should start to realize this is an A play, but the fact that FaZe have slowed down with 15 seconds means that they don't have the time to wait. They've got to go. They've got to get this plant in. Frozen's watching from above, and there's olof getting dropped. The bomb at the back of the site. Frozen waiting for the right time to strike, and niko's dropped karrigan coming through the connector. That could be it. That could be the bomb, but it gets planted, and Mouse still get all the kills. I was all over the place, Harry, but it will be the first round of overtime going for Mousesports on the retake.
Critically able to keep those double AWPs up as well, right? You know, like even having such a heavy investment, it can turn sour, even with the max cash being bought in. Big round from... And it might all be for nothing if they're not able to figure this one out. Mao is getting some confidence behind them. Woxic, I mean, he's good, but yeah, there's no surviving that. 3 players on the other side. AWP's not a shotgun, and olof beats him. karrigan now posted up with his AWP, and they'll go running into it. It does just feel like Mousesports are like big game hunters that are maybe looking to try and get into Pop Dog, but Frozen.
Ooh.
Shutting him down has now made this round a little bit harder. niko getting into heaven. This is something that karrigan is very much not aware of. niko's just playing the trigger discipline and decides to take the kill while he's got it. Doesn't want to risk. Young duo of Maus left in this 2v2, and now it is just Frozen.
Frozen in place. Stuck on B, he couldn't rotate pop side. They threw a molly to cut him off, and niko's just getting aggressive. Frozen doesn't, and that's a 3K from niko, keeping up his fantastic performance. He's equaling up at 16-16. Yeah, you know there's a part of niko that just wants to not take that kill into karrigan and wait for the right time, but he doesn't know where anyone else is from upper. Doesn't matter. So Cole can go for this shot and then trade out to the AK behind him. chrisj giving that kill away.
Don't want to take any chances. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. And niko, the man who did deliver those AKs so diligently, he gets shot. We're looking to the Turkish AWP to have to do it all, and he could get overwhelmed here. It's happened a few times in the past. 3 players coming his way. Woxic isolates that first. Oh, and the second. And now you can tell the wheel is very much turning. Rops, he should have this one dead to right, but Brokey actually 3 AWPs on the other side. It's a weird one, but there's only 8 seconds left, thankfully. So Frozen locking it down
to time alone, and they're going to be more than happy with 2 CT rounds on overtime. Dog molly inside of it. niko, he's close to main, but he's been flashed out. karrigan, that's the bomb, and he's running out alone. He's dead, and the bomb has been dropped. Frozen gets a crucial return kill, but Rain's still here on the pop dog, covering the outer yard. Mousesports can't retrieve that package, and FaZe have all the info to rotate fully. chrisj not even checking pop, and these mistakes from Mousesports are... Ooh.
Rops!
I love it.
He's a gymnast in his downtime, flying around the ladder. All that's got to be won is this Woxic versus olof fight. Down towards Old Bomb.
Ooh.
Olof, he saw the peak just a second too late. And actually, first fight to come through, Woxic best in cold there, and that's now getting for him. He's holding down main. Olof smokes the bomb. The reality's setting in that if you're FaZe, you're likely just going to have to hop on this because they are just holding for that defuse. And now the bomb being stuck. Flashes go in. The peaks have come through. Brokey's off. Olof tries to hop on it, but Woxic is relentless.
There on just 10 points of health. He's had a previous round with that 4K and the 1-on-2 that initially got Mousesports to 14. He has just been lights out today, and what a great round from him and Rops to close out that 2-on-3, 2-on-4.
The bomb getting dropped up in the B halls, but it hasn't prompted a rotation from FaZe. Instead, they're hoping that these players here can hold their own. And Brokey, he's the X factor, the man hidden away, but Rops is quick to deal with him. Olof now, a lot on his plate, and it's too much for him. Rain on this flank, trying to deliver a bit of hope to FaZe in this match now deciding 3v3, and Rain.
Oh, this is amazing.
Oh, he's playing the trigger discipline so well. He'll just leave Woxic. He's instead looking for these kills inside of the site. Now dropping down, and this is a bit of a disaster. karrigan's blocked in. chrisj, he's got to hit some shots, and he will get the first. It's now just karrigan versus niko and Rain, his two old teammates. karrigan shutting down the first man, and now hiding in the bomb site, but from above, it's niko slamming him down, and he's on the defuse. 17th round, locked in for FaZe.
Oh my.
Able to get away with it.
What? You okay there, buddy?
niko? There must have been some calls, some information somewhere for him to try and go for that. Either that or he just assumes he's found a timing, tries to get lucky, tries his hand at it. And this is where Rain's job now gets very complicated, right? You've lost main.
Don't forget that. At any point, Rops can drop in. When he knows Rain's preoccupied, when he hears him make a shot or some noise, he can go and save his teammates, but they might not be needed to. karrigan's found another kill on Brokey. Rain's got to flash out through the pop dog. Oh, Frozen's blind, but it doesn't make a damn difference. karrigan and Woxic shutting down that round, and Mousesports taking the victory.
Off of, we don't have anything to go off of for this FaZe.
That's not a lot at all. Yeah. UK will go with. England, nice shot. That's a great start. And that's a fantastic way to start the round for Mousesports. They're not done. 2 bullets fired and 2 fallen FaZe members, Olof and Cold, are out of the round.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I feel like, and this allows you to have 3 players down on B, and Frozen, his job, get 1, drop the hell off, and then you're 5v2 in the retake. Let's see if he can manage that. Not with Rain on the other side. We were set, he's always good for 2. At the very, very least is Rain. Bomb plant and Dismal in the beginning. Woxic gets spotted out over here at long, and this pistol round, it is just 1 for Rain. Woxic shut down now, and a 2-on-2. Brokey's buying time in the site, but it's not enough time bought. niko alone, but Toilets and bomb planted for him. It's out in the open. They tap it. Rob's gonna...
Yeah, I like that bomb plant spot, but the only problem with that is it's just very hard to...
Moscow for Blast Pro, we noted teams starting to plant there a lot more. It allows cover from CT and from the Toilets.
Yeah, it was more like closer to the box.
To find some damage onto niko and Rain as they try to take control of the park. Woxic and Frozen, they tried to set something up. It looked like maybe they were going to try and throw a boost in over here. They were running over to the bench, and I think just the pace of FaZe has really set them off guard, right? Caught them off guard, rather. Frozen smoking.
The problem for FaZe. Coldzera jumping in, karrigan gets a kill, backs off as well. He's going to have to take another fight, and 2 successful fights won by karrigan, eventually traded. There's no way they expect chrisj, and he can drop Rain in response. Only Olof left up, with Rops covering down B short as he has been. His retreat is covered. He's got to get his running shoes on, Harry. chrisj has got an angle. He's got the info as well. Olof, where do you even go from here? Frozen's just going to drop in with the AWP, and that is a 4th round here for Mousesports, not giving up anything just yet on the CT side of Overpass.
And then where they should be throwing in these little gimmicks like the bait and switch between karrigan and chrisj here, right? This was all by design. And you even... It's not great in a lot of ways. Olof getting tagged up, but Rain shutting that boost down. And FaZe now starting things off with a man advantage. No way for Mousesports to trade that one back. This is one of the best starts we've seen for FaZe throughout their T side thus far. This is the best start we've seen for FaZe thus far.
Nice molly.
But here's the counterplay from Mouse. Ooh, Axis takes matters into his own hands. And now this push down long from Woxic and Frozen becomes so much more valuable.
Now, Ashes coming over, and niko's already gone. karrigan just pivoting on the pillar, not giving them an opportunity, but as the smoke blooms, Coldzera comes around the back line, bomb in his hand, he wanted that plant, he didn't know Rops was so close, but he hasn't got a choice, faking it out, ballsy play, but he needs the kill immediately, he gets it, and even if he can find the follow-up, there's just no time for the round. Nice shots from Coldzera, but frankly, they are inconsequential.
I like that phase, but this feels like it's running out of steam already. They really need to try and pick it up. And maybe some overconfidence from Frozen in this round could be their avenue back in. He goes sick. They've been running this buddy system. Wherever you find one, you might find another. And Woxic here, trying to get revenge for his fallen comrade, will just back out of mid now. Actually, no, he wants to keep on fighting this. Drops that smoke. I think trying to give the illusion that he's left mid. Cold.
He's seemingly going to be finding their first round in this map.
To go for, and they'll know that, right? They know that this was a round that they were very overzealous in.
Not really blame them.
And I feel like now we see Mouse try and fall back into the more...
Is that allowed? Can we get the admins on scene, please? Woxic, similar boost as well, and he's seen him. Coldzera getting his head ripped off. Rain is bailed from...
It failed them in the round prior. Is it going to happen again? Not looking like it. Olof, he's trying to get this trade, but he just can't. Think he's aware that Woxic is nearby, and it might not even matter. Frozen, 12 points of health. He's niko, what can you even do here if you're him? It's an instant shutdown, an 8th round back on the board for Mouse.
Questionable play for FaZe to go for those execute smokes before they clear toilet. That is always going to be a dangerous decision. Frozen here, he sees 2 smokes go past his windows. He knows it's been happening all game long, so maybe the timing low was a bit of a problem, but FaZe can't afford to make these mistakes on their map pick. 1-for-1 trade down on B. The rest of FaZe running through Monster as well. chrisj with the auto, and he is tearing them up. Coldzera will get that trade. Doesn't pick up the gun, though. Sticks with the AK for the entries, and that is the right decision. Olof with another frag. Frozen trying to keep this round.
It's a good position for him to be in. If he can deal with this connector player, maybe there's a chance. But Cold, quick on the trigger, will make quick work of Frozen. Woxic, 1v3. 1v3s have been this man's bread and butter today. And with so much look into, desperately trying to find the wall bang there. Ooh!
Nice.
Well, Olof, he's taken one to the chin, and now Woxic trying to go for this. It's only niko in the bomb site, but Woxic's not checked the close pit. niko shutting him down. 2nd round for FaZe locked in
round number 11, and Woxic's going to be taking his to middle. Nice cross shot. Coldzera gets picked up early. Damage made, no noise heard. Frozen getting flashed back in, and they line up, but Brokey gets away with a kill. Now it's got to be Woxic. More flashes, but niko has his back turn walking out, and Woxic gets away with another kill. Advantage back for Mousesports. FaZe stuck A short. Do they commit, or do they bear?
His footsteps. He can call for the rotations. A's already being left, and Rops, he's playing the trigger discipline, and Rops has saved this round. It's only Olof left. chrisj, even if he doesn't get a kill here, the information this man is getting right now is enough in and of itself. He sees Coldzera trying to fall back towards B, and so the penny's dropped for Mousesports now. But niko and Rain opening up the site, they might be able to get in on brute force alone.
Oh, that's a close shot for Woxic, but he's not going to get it off. And now the bomb going down here for FaZe. karrigan getting a kill on the top side from Heaven. Spray is good from Rain, even though the Molotov missed, and Woxic's got to clutch it out. He's getting peeked wide. Rain is trying to jiggle for the fight, but Woxic just getting dodged at the last possible second. Great shot, but Olof's down in Monster, and he will have the round secured. FaZe Clan with a 3rd. That comes down to the wide of the smoke as FaZe came through Monster.
Than the long tunnel. They're very happy with the information they've got, and now Woxic gets some info of his own. He'll spot 3 players and that bomb over at long. Gets away with a decent bit of damage. Enough to make niko and Cold swap that AWP around. But not the kill. Man advantage for FaZe. They look to go 5-10 at the half.
Oh, that's an important frag for FaZe Clan. Now B is complete. Like, I can imagine FaZe will with 25 seconds. They might let this one slip. Oh no, Brokey's ready, and Rops is going to get caught. So 5-on-2, end of the half here. Mousesports desperately hanging on by a thread. Olof should have this kill. Frozen gets away with it, but he's getting pinched from 2 positions. Coldzera cutting him down, and karrigan 1-on-4. niko's low, but he's being crossed, or watched on the cross rather, by Rain. No more rounds for Mousesports, and 5 at the end of the half of
Justifiably so. This guy has been on fire all day today, but he is already cancelled out of this round. It's not without its compromises, though. These trades come in, and we're straight away into a 3-on-3 with long...
Going short side, I say that. The bomb is, and now Coldzera can come to life. Body shots over the USP. They will get the trade. Woxic finding a kill. niko still on the site. karrigan checking for it with that P250. 25 seconds. The bomb has to go down here. niko will allow it, but that wrap is coming through on short. Brokey making a lot of noise. Bomb plants in. Woxic's pushed the pit. This is looking good for Mousesports.
Oh, Brokey getting karrigan, and now it's Woxic into the firing line. He'll line them both up. So much more. When you see niko versus karrigan in a bomb site, you know, like, I mean, they both go for the same buy. They're both the guys with...
The Molotovs are starting to come through. Frozen running through that smoke. The flash was after his departure, so Rain getting away with a kill. niko, same story for the site, doubling up. The trades are imminent, though, and Mousesports are 2-on-3. Not a pretty situation, but a chance to back off and reconsider if they don't want to walk into this A site.
Left from those rifles. It's this M4 on Cold that's got to do it. And Woxic, 1-on-2, Scout and an MP9. 31 points of health. Cold has softened him up to the moon and back, and now these two just need to finish the job. Olof will do exactly that. And look at how eager Yanko's looking. He knows that the map, Olof, has cleared long, and as a result, there's 3 players here at the B site, and Rain's even kind of dilly-dallying about the idea of a rotation. Nice flick from Cold, but he's getting pressured. Brokey, things are heating up for him now, and he'll get followed up onto as well. niko's the only hope down at B, and he has at least struck one from the tally. Rain making this look doable now. Rops alone, scratching his head, wondering where his teammates have gone.
Is on the angle. This should be niko's, and it is. Note, that doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but Woxic was on 50 HP on that execute because he actually got shot in Monster by one of his teammates. I assume dinked in like the back of the head coming through Monster, and that kill there from Rain. It's only is aware of the possibility, but how does that shot miss? Olof very, very nearly gets that kill. Instead, it's Rain doing damage to karrigan, peeking through connector in the toilets to push up. Might be able to catch someone on the site. Robs getting a kill down on B. No one knows chrisj is this far, but niko's come up from that B site, so a triple A hold right now from alone, but he's pushed, and karrigan's 1 shot away from death. Cold will deliver that kill. Out of Monster comes Rops with the trade. niko's back in the pit. He's all over the map right now, and he will try and hold on to this site. Trash.
Side. If you're Mouse, this is how you set yourself up to turn the control of the money. Money makes the world go round, Hugo, as we know.
That it does. And Rops makes the world go round as well. What a round from him. 3 huge entries. A bunch of utility on B. The only incendiary left on Olof here. Oh, that's a tag. Olof, the leg master, gets legged, and the nade will finish him off. Great kills from Mouse, and because of these nades thrown by Rops, FaZe, they don't have enough players on this top site. niko, 1 player clearly is enough. He's able to get 2 kills there, dropping the bomb. The pistol's out for Woxic, whipping him back. The AWP as well, landing a shot on Brokey, and just no survivors here on FaZe Clan's side. Cole may be in the bank, but he is about to get reamed, and Frozen's found dunked, and despite niko's best efforts, Harry, it's not enough. 15 rounds. And not only have Mousesports reached map and series point here in map number 2, but FaZe have no money for it.
Woxic just can't help but look like he's playing just a game of rank S or something, you know? Like he's just styling it.
Yeah, and FaZe have given up the site. They're playing retake here in the back of the pit. karrigan should be able to get a plant, but I say that. Brokey's got aggressive, and he's gotten wrapped by karrigan. 400 IQ as niko gets a trade and Cole drops the bomb on the site. Sitting in the smoke, masterful. Mousesports need to find this player, and he's actually dropped off the railing, probably not due to his own decision, as chrisj catches him in the back, and an advantage for FaZe here. But that's ahead, and Woxic will rip it right off. 27 kills on this man, and he is still kicking. Bomb planted for Mousesports, and 2-on-2 for the retake.
It's niko and it's Rain. 2 of the old boys, the vintage squad. They've got to come together now. Frozen and Woxic, they shut down the first. They line up for Rain, but it's not enough. Mousesports take the series 2-0, an overtime back on train, and a bit more of a decisive victory here on Overpass.